Happy Monday, Anthony Speciale here with Speciale Analysis. I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. Welcome to another week and edition of Unedited on the Edge of the Market. So today, as we do most Mondays, we're going to start off the week looking at our major market update. And the reason we do that is we kind of get a feel for what the overall market's doing. Indices, commodities, cryptos, things of that nature. We kind of get a broad stroke of what all that is, what to expect for this week ahead. In the past couple of weeks, our analysis has really been quite spot on. For those of you actively trading, this should be uber helpful to you. And first and foremost, you have to know where to go to find all this information. So beyond the videos, there's a resource here that I publicly post, so you have access to this completely and utterly for free. And I'm going to show you exactly how to find that. So I'm going to open up my browser here. We're going to go to tradingview.com, and when we go to tradingview.com, you're going to want to search for Speciale Analysis, hence the name of the company. So what are you going to find when you get here? Simply put, you're going to find all the information that you're going to likely need if you're actively trading the markets. So with that being said, for this week, we have an opportunity on Tesla we're going to cover shortly. We have analysis on the US dollar, on Bitcoin, crude oil, gold futures, Russell 2000 index, S&P 500, NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones Industrial. Also from last week, we were looking for a breakout on Coca-Cola and also looking at Cisco as it was testing meaningful support. So you can go back and reference through weeks on end of my analysis and trade ideas for commodities, stocks, cryptocurrencies, things of that nature. But you have direct access to all this, and it's all for free. Again, you go to tradingview.com. You search for Speciale Analysis, and you just simply follow me. And what happens when you follow me is every time I post an idea, you will get an email from TradingView saying that, hey, Speciale Analysis has posted an idea. If you'd like to look at it, you click the link. If you wouldn't, you just ignore it. It's that simple. So you won't get too cluttered with it, but you'll see that I put about a good handful a week out. So with that said, we're going to jump in, kind of dial in on a couple of the important things we need to look at, since now you know where to go find all this information. You don't need me to hold your hand through it. So we're going to start with some high-level analysis on the S&P 500. I mean, this is, basically the standard of what our economy it's judged upon. Simply put, I'm going to just basically read out the interpretation. 4,200 level can absorb annual selling pressures, above which the 47.65 January high structure, meaning off of where we had posted our previous high, remains in reach over the next couple months, potentially attainable within Q3 to Q4, so later part of the year. In the immediate vicinity, closing above 46.35 should yield that 47.65 within about 3 to 5 weeks or so. So it could happen much quicker, but it could also take a couple months. I mean, listen, the market is doing what it's doing. All we can do is interpret it and react to that. Downside, a settlement below 44.65 would signal 43.75 within the week or so, able to contain selling through April, and that would be the point to settle below before clearly indicating 41.70 within several more weeks, which would serve as long-term support able to contain annual selling pressures and would also be a significant downside continuation point into Q3. Now, listen, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Basically, looking at the week on the structures, 45.35 is immediate resistance, 4,200 is immediate support. We're going to probably play in between those two price areas. We'll see what transpires. We did test a bit of resistance up here. Does look like we kind of rolled over. This could very well be a rollover, but we're going to see what happens. So, again, you can find this within Speciale Analysis on tradingview.com for your review. Couple other trade ideas I see for this week. The Dow, and these are all based on weekly settlements, has had a 1% close below this teal structure right here, which should offer us a sell-off conservatively from where we are, where the price closed last week, to 33,900. So what this indicates is that there should probably be some continued selling in the week coming. If I was to short the Dow here, this trade goes bad for me at about 35.025. That's where this goes wrong. But I would place my target right in this pocket here, about 33,900. Again, you can find that on TradingView.com if you'd like to reference to it for you shorter term or more aggressive traders that are able to put this to use. You do as you please with it, but it is here for you. This is just what I'm seeing. This is my interpretation. There are a couple markets that are, in fact, look like they're going to move. Crude oil looks like it's going to move also. Have a 1%. Clear this off the deck here. This is old. We have a 1% confirmation here. Price should yield 113.50 in the coming week or two based on price movement. Where does this trade go wrong? 92.75. This is an awfully wide stop for the target. So you'd have to dial in on some smaller time frames, use some more conservative approaches. But this signal should, in fact, drive price to about 113.50. That should be a conservative objective for crude oil that we should see again seeing in the next coming week or two, or in a couple days, based on the volatility that we have seen lately. Bitcoin has been selling off, failed, basically rolled over. We've been watching this now for a couple weeks. This is where I would have shorted it. This is where I would buy it back. We would, likely see continued selling this week until we found support. Support should be somewhere in the pocket of 37,500, 38,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. So for you shorter term, more aggressive traders, if you're looking to take some positions, I would think that you'll find a good bottom or at least some good support in and around this area. You can still continue to play the downside from here. I think that seems to be, what's being interpreted off the chart, unless we see something obviously turn around fairly aggressively. Just a couple quick stock picks also before I let you go. Valero, we've been watching this for a couple weeks now, and it is continuing to progress. You can see we had an entry, we had a stop, and if I dial out, we even have a target. So we're looking to get this to stretch up to about 112 in and around that area. Bought it at 97.5, stop at 91.5. It's working. It's doing its thing. It seems to be moving in the right direction. If crude oil does take that push higher, which we are expecting in the coming weeks, based on the crude oil analysis, we could in fact see that help Valero along to just give this the push that it needs to fulfill that target in the near term. So I would imagine we still may have a couple more weeks for this to manifest, but it's working. It's doing its thing thus far. So we're happy about that. Last stock pick that I had come across just looking through, Tesla has set up for a short. I know we took a long position and we did fairly well with it, but we have a short position here that has triggered. And what does that look like? So I'm going to widen this just so we can see it a little clearer. This candle here is a weekly candle. It has given us definitely more than a 1% confirmation, about 4% and change. So the thought is to short it around this area, around 985. Buy it back in this pocket down here of support, 1% short of this area. I think it should be at about 916 if I'm not mistaken, and place a stop right above this candle here in case this does turn around and rotate. It's a little cleaner looking on a daily chart. Give you a little better view there. So stops placed up here, short entries here, target is down here with a 1% buffer. So those are my thought processes for this upcoming week. So we have 5 active trade ideas that we'll be monitoring throughout the week. Listen, we'll see what happens. Of course, there's no guarantees in life. We don't know that all or any of them are going to manifest, but we're going to find out. We're going to watch them closely. The analysis is doing the work for us. We're just simply implementing ideas built around that analysis. So with that being said, that's kind of all I have for you today. I just wanted to kick off the week with what I'm watching, what I'll be watching for this upcoming week, and we're going to see how they all transpire. I'll keep you updated on them. Again, you can find all of this information at TradingView.com. Search for Special Analysis. Simply follow me. and you'll have access to all of these ideas as I write them up and I publish them, and they are public. They're here for you to use at your will. You do as you please with them. They are merely ideas built around the analysis that I put together for you. So with that being said, again, I'll wrap up for today. I appreciate all your time. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope some of this turns profitable for you. That's, of course, my objective, to give you good, usable information that you can hopefully turn some profits with. I've had a handful of you reach out to me, tell me that you've had some great success with what I've shared with you, and that makes it all that more humbling and more desirable for me to continue to want to do this and grow this for you, so you can have this, and that's it. So guys, if you enjoy these videos, if you like them, if you appreciate them, if you're finding value in them, below the video on YouTube, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. The more people that can get their hands on this, the more people that can find actionable information, and that I hope to help, and I hope to help them 100% for free. So I wish you a beautiful and blessed week. I hope that it's a profitable one, and I will talk to you tomorrow.